Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. How are you? Hope you're having a good day so far. This is Mariah Carey's Someday, which I actually told my then boyfriend at the time when he was breaking up with me that he would be saying to himself someday. For real, I said this. And he did come crawling back at one point, and I did bring up this song. For real. I did. I was that girl. No kidding. So when we think about Valentine's Day, there's a lot of expectations. Not just from the media and the Hallmark people and the TV shows and our friends, but also ourselves, right? Because sometimes we've had really bad Valentine's Days. Sometimes we've had good ones. I don't know. So is that a bad thing to have expectations? It can be if they sort of hijack our day. I've had some funny Valentine's Days. I'll tell you about them. So when I was in the 6th grade, this boy, Brian, he gave my friend and I, we were besties, BFFs forever. He gave us both a red rose. Like we each had one and had tinfoil on the bottom. Tinfoil I remember because it was, keep it wet or whatever. And I thought that was the best thing ever. I came home and I showed my mom and I saved that rose, I think, until I went to college. I dried it out. I didn't have the tinfoil the entire time. I thought that was the most amazing thing ever. Later on, I sort of had questions like, what was he thinking was going to happen giving 2 friends flowers? Was he hoping to play the odds? Or because I was friends with her and he really liked me, or vice versa? Who knows? Nothing ever happened between the two of us. I just have this fond memory of this boy Brian giving me a flower. So if you're out there, Brian, thanks. That was really cool. Then when I was in high school and the boyfriend that this song was a huge issue with, he gave me a locket on Valentine's Day without a chain because he said I could buy the chain on my own. You can imagine how well that went over. And then in college, I don't have a bad story about college, but I remember a lot of bad stories happening around me. I lived in a sorority, so 45 girls living together, there's bound to be some bad stories, almost always, when it came to Valentine's Day. I remember things like guys completely forgetting and drawing a heart on a beer and giving it to his girlfriend as a joke and getting, the beer tossed at him or something. And then there'd be, the crying and the run to Dairy Queen and just bad things. So often it's better to not even bother dating someone on Valentine's Day if you know it's going to be an epic fail, right? Because they aren't worth the effort, right? If we know that we're better off with our friends, with our family, with ourselves even sometimes, than with someone that's unworthy of us that would do something like give you a beer with a heart drawn on it. Let's hope no one my age would do something so stupid, but I'm sure I'm going to get some IMs with similar stories. They're not worth your time, right? So when we talk about self-love, which we're going to start tomorrow, I want you to really think about self-love and self-care, not as just the bubble baths and, scheduling pedicures, which a lot of people think self-care is about, but people that are worthy of us, right? Because a guy that would give you a beer with a heart on it, even if he's 20 years old, needs some serious sensitivity lessons. So let's make this day about people that are worthy of us, even if that means it's just yourself, because you can have a great time with yourself. Ordering food you like, settling down with some classic Netflix. I picked Jim and Pam from The Office as my graphic today because they're just the cutest couple ever. I remember being so happy when they finally got together. And they had chemistry. They clicked. Things were never weird. He would never do some dumb stuff like give her a locket with that chain. And it is possible to find people that are worthy of us, and also friends that are worthy of us. So if you have really cool girlfriends tonight, or guys that want to hang out with guys, be with people tonight or today or in general that are not your beast of burden. Just kidding, Rolling Stones. That make you feel better about yourself. That you're not settling for, you don't feel like they're settling for you. Because we deserve to feel like we're the best around these people. They bring out the best in us and vice versa. So I have a 12-year-old daughter. You guys hear about her all the time. So ever since she was about 3 years old, my husband's always sent her flowers on Valentine's Day. Like, he sends me flowers and she gets like a little bouquet. And when she was really little, she'd get mad because hers was smaller, and I used to have to tell her to get a grip because you're 5 years old and someone's sending you roses, and get a life. But as I've noticed, as she's gotten older, she keeps getting these flowers from her dad. So when she is in the dating age and all that sort of thing, she's used to people that treated her right on Valentine's Day. And even with my son, granted, we don't send him flowers. Maybe that's sexist, I don't know. But we've always talked about love on Valentine's Day. Not so much, just adults, romantic, but just love in general. Like, we love you, you're part of the family, we love our family, not if you have a date. So let's try and make today about the love in our life, not about people that do really dumb stuff, like give us beers with hearts drawn on them. Have a really good Valentine's Day, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow where we talk about self-care and self-love and what that actually means in practical terms. Because I'll read these articles sometimes and I'm like, give me an example, like a practical example, like something tangible, because I need tangibles. Thanks, guys. Have a good day, and catch you later. Bye.